Learn English to Gujarati. Recapitulate to validate with.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
And.
માન્ય કરવું.
Welcome to your brain gym. Hey, you're about to learn big brainy words in English and Gujarati without sounding like a sleepy dictionary. And yes, we will make these serious words slightly ridiculous so they stick. Picture a very dramatic office where even the coffee wants a promotion. On one desk, a parrot shouts.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
For recapitulate. On another, a robot neatly stacks papers and whispers.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
For systematize. Then a sandwich in a necktie announces it must.
રચના કરવી.
Its ingredients. Nearby, a squirrel with a planner decides to.
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
Its nut emergencies while a librarian carefully.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
S books by topic. In the art corner, a painter tries to.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
A cow into 3 mysterious triangles. The manager then yells, enough ideas, time to.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
Finally, an official stamps everything with.
માન્ય કરવું.
Congratulations, you have entered the world's most overeducated circus. Today's mission. Your goal is simple. Hear the English, connect it to Gujarati, and laugh just enough to remember it tomorrow. Let's line up the stars of today's show. Recapitulate means to go over the main points again.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
Systematize means to make something orderly and methodical.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
Structure means to give a clear framework.
રચના કરવી.
Prioritize means to decide what comes first.
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
Categorize means to put into groups.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
Abstract means to pull out the idea from the details.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
Operationalize means to put a plan into practical action.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
Validate means to confirm or verify as correct or acceptable.
માન્ય કરવું.
A very serious meeting that went very wrong. Now listen to a mini story. You are in the meeting, and somehow you are still the most competent person there. The boss walked in late, holding 9 sticky notes, a banana, and a sense of false confidence. Team, she declared, first we must.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
Yesterday's disaster. Everyone nodded because that sounded wise. Then Raj said, we should.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
The workflow, because right now our workflow looks like noodles on a trampoline. Good point. Meena added, and we need to.
રચના કરવી.
The report, because page 1 is conclusion, page 2 is snacks, and page 3 is a doodle of a goat. The intern bravely said, can we?
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
The urgent tasks first? The room fell silent, shocked by this revolutionary wisdom. Then the accountant suggested, let us.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
The files by date, topic, and level of panic. In the design corner, someone tried to.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
The company logo until it looked like a sleepy potato. Finally, the boss slammed the table and cried, enough discussion. We must.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
The plan. The IT expert checked the final version, clicked a button, and said, done. I also.
માન્ય કરવું.
The data. And that, amazingly, was the most productive meeting of the year. Quick dialogues you can borrow. Let's make the words speak. Repeat these like you are starring in a tiny office comedy. A. Can you recapitulate the lesson? B. Yes, I can.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
The main points. A. These notes are chaos. B. Then we should.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
Them. A. My essay is confusing. B. First.
રચના કરવી.
Your ideas. A. I have 10 tasks. B.
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
The urgent ones. A. How do we organize these books? B. We.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
Them by topic. A. This drawing has too many details. B. Try to.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
It. A. We have a plan. B. Great, now let's.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
It. A. Is the form ready? B. Not yet, we need to.
માન્ય કરવું.
it first. Memory tricks that are slightly unhinged. You do not need perfect logic. You need memorable nonsense with a little structure. Conveniently, structure is one of our words. For recapitulate, imagine a parrot doing
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
all day long, repeating your notes louder than your conscience. For systematize, see papers flying into folders when you say.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
For structure, picture building blocks snapping into place as you.
રચના કરવી.
Your ideas. For prioritize, imagine one glowing task at the top of a list when you.
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
For categorize, imagine a librarian sorting books into neat groups with.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
For abstract, picture an artist removing details until only a symbol remains.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
For operationalize, imagine a paper plan turning into spinning gears.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
For validate, see a giant green stamp hitting a document.
માન્ય કરવું.
Mini drill challenge. I'll cue you in English. You say the Gujarati. If your answer is wrong, no problem. If your answer is dramatically wrong, at least it will be memorable. Say the Gujarati for recapitulate.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
Say the Gujarati for systematize.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
Say the Gujarati for structure.
રચના કરવી.
Say the Gujarati for prioritize.
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
Say the Gujarati for categorize.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
Say the Gujarati for abstract.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
Say the Gujarati for operationalize.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
Say the Gujarati for validate.
માન્ય કરવું.
Use them in real life. Big words become easy when they enter everyday situations. Let's make them useful instead of decorative. Before an exam, you can recapitulate the chapter.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું.
When your desk looks like a paper storm, systematize your notes.
વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું.
Before writing an essay, structure your ideas.
રચના કરવી.
When everything feels urgent, prioritize what matters first.
પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી.
When files pile up, categorize them by subject or date.
વર્ગીકૃત કરવું.
When a concept is too detailed, abstract the main idea.
અમૂર્ત કરવું.
When a plan stays on paper too long, operationalize it.
કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
Before sending a form or trusting data, validate it.
માન્ય કરવું.
Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just learned 8 advanced English words with Gujarati and survived a very strange imaginary office. Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing these words out loud.
પુનરાવર્તન કરવું. વ્યવસ્થિત બનાવવું. રચના કરવી. પ્રાથમિકતા આપવી. વર્ગીકૃત કરવું. અમૂર્ત કરવું. કાર્યાન્વિત કરવું.
And
માન્ય કરવું.
come back, repeat them again, use them in your own sentences, and let your memory do its clever work. You are doing great, and every little bit of practice counts.